Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's John from Cooking Around the World. Today I'm going to be making these beautiful oatmeal and fruit cookies. They are splendid. Come on, let's get cooking. Right, so for our oatmeal and fruit cookies today, these are the ingredients we're going to go for. I've got some rolled oats here. I'm going to put them in a processor and grind them until they become close to a powder. I don't like the rolled oats when they're in this form. They're not a nice texture in the final biscuit, so it's much better to grind it into a powder. We've got some free-range eggs, some sugar, baking powder, butter, quarter of a teaspoon of salt, some vanilla essence, flour, and right at the back here we've got some raisins and some candied peel all mixed together to go into our cookies. Right, let's get cooking, shall we? So first we'll measure out 150 grams of rolled oats, and then we'll put those into our processor. Now let's get this all whizzed up. And then we can pour those oats. See how nice and powdery that is now? Almost like a flour. Right, let's pour our melted butter into our oats and combine. There we are, just set those to one side. Right, in the same jug that we used to melt the butter, we'll pour in one full egg plus one yolk only. To our eggs we're going to add 50 grams of caster sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, and be very careful how you measure this. There we are. And before we whisk that, then we can add just a little touch of salt, about a quarter of a teaspoon. Right, I'd just like to welcome back our oats that have got the melted butter in. We're going to add our eggs, sugar, vanilla essence, and quarter of a teaspoon of salt, and we'll combine that. And there you have it. Now we're going to measure out 150 grams of flour. Right, and into that 150 grams of flour we're going to add a teaspoon of baking powder. I'll just mix it in quickly, and then we're going to add this to our wet mixture. Right, and we go with our 150 grams of flour and baking powder. We're also going to toss in our fruit as well, our dried fruit, and mix these together. While I'm mixing these, you can turn on your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit, and also get a baking tray and line it with parchment paper. Once you've got it to about this consistency, you can just get in there with your hands. There we are. Perfect. Now you can take these, and you want them about the size of a golf ball. Alright? That's perfect. And straight onto your parchment paper. I'll come back when I've done the lot. Right, and there they are. All set out, ready to go into the oven. There's a big one right at the end there. That's especially there for me for testing purposes only. Right, I shall get no gratification or pleasure from tasting that, because it'll be for testing only. Alright. Right, that's been 18 minutes and I've taken them out because they've just started to brown. You see just faint bits of brown there, and that means they are perfect. So I'm going to let them cool, put them on a rack, and then we'll have a taste. There they are on the cooling rack. We'll give them about 10 minutes and then we'll be tasting. Right, we're going to do the tasting, but I thought I'd give you a look at one of the ones I've cut in half so you can see how much fruit there is inside that. It's so beautiful. Right, let's have a taste. Right, I'm going to try mine from this one at the top here and see what it tastes like. That's so nice. This is very, very reminiscent of like a soft muesli bar. The fruit's great, the flavour's great. There's plenty of lift in there by using a single yolk with no egg white and baking powder and obviously a high protein flour. Taking them out at this crucial moment before they get too brown so that they do have that soft chewy texture. This is a beautiful, beautiful cookie. Right, I hope you enjoyed watching this and I hope you make it at home. It's very simple, very rewarding and very, very tasty. Okay, I'll catch you on my next recipe. Take care, goodbye.